All right, this is a video for OG, Orton Gillingham arm tapping for left-handed students. Now I will make a note, left-handed students have a hard time with this because they want to do the right-handed version. So I'm still working with some of those students to make sure we're doing it the appropriate way. So arm tapping goes along with saying each of the letters that happens in one of our high-frequency words. That's the list of usually 3 words that come home for our reading program each week. And I have 2 here with us. They're going to be backwards on the screen, but I have we and have. And so a lot of times these are going to be words that right now students don't have the understanding of how to spell it, each of the parts of the sounds, because we're starting with the very basics. What's the first sound you usually associate with that letter? So again, a lot of times these are not where students are able to pull apart and understand the sounds at this point in their learning journey. So we call them, they might be referred to as red words as well, but in this case they are our high frequency words, and I'll show you the process. So the idea of this is to have the visual, so that's why I have the card in front of me so that I can look at it. I have the auditory, I'm going to be saying it out loud, and then I'm also going to be tapping to feel each letter. So for left-handed students, what we do is we pretend we have a beach ball in front, then we put left-handed arm up in the air. So this is kind of our starting pose. So for we would go we, W-E, we, W-E, we, W-E, we. All right, now this is where it gets a little tricky. Because students read from left to right, left-handed students need to start at their wrist and tap up and then slide up. That can be a little tricky because right-handed students will go down and slide down. So again, left-handed students go up and then slide up. So for we, it's W-E, we. I also brought one more example because this is the word have. When we have a word that has more than 3 letters, we have to break it. So in this case, we're going to do H-A-V-E, have. Let me show you. Ready? Have. H-A-V-E, have. H-A-V-E, have. H-A-V-E, have. So again, that's kind of the main difference, is that when it's a larger word, we have to break it into easier chunks to tap out each letter as we tap it. So that's the very basics of it. Sometimes we have a morning message. That's something that we read each morning typically. Students will pick out the words, will arm tap, will practice those. This is, again, just a good way to allow students to continue to practice and work with both spelling and recognizing those high frequency words. Again, they might also be called red words in OG. But again, that is arm tapping for Orton Gillingham, and this is specifically for left-handed students.